Hello everyone. In this video, I have made the flowchart regarding the approach to lymphomas, which can be used for quick revision and covers the important points. So let's get started. Remember, lymphoma is of two types, Hodgkin's and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Now, remember that regarding Hodgkin's, it is a regional lymph nodes are involved and no extranodal involvement is there. And for non-Hodgkin's, generalized lymphadenopathy and extranodal involvement is there. Now let's talk about first the Hodgkin's lymphoma. Hodgkin's lymphoma can be divided into two types, like nodular lymphocyte predominant and classical Hodgkin's lymphoma. So, for nodular lymphocyte predominant, it is CD20 and 45 positive. We have popcorn cells and it has excellent prognosis. Remember, the classical one is CD15 and 30 positive and is associated with Epstein-Barr virus. It is of further four types. First, let's talk about nodular sclerosis. In this, remember, we'll see collagen nodules, lacunar cells will be there, and it is most common in the world. Then the mixed background type will have classical RS cells, Reed-Steinberg cells, and it is most common in India. Then we have the third type, that is lymphocyte rich, which will have classical RS cells, and lymphocyte depleted will have pleomorphic RS cells, and it has the worst prognosis and 100% associated with Epstein-Barr virus. So this completes our Hodgkin's lymphoma. Now let's talk about non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Remember, it can be T cell or B cell. In T cell, it will be CD3 positive. For B cell, we'll have CD19 and 20 positive. Now let's talk about B cell non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Remember, the clues given in the question will be like CD10 and BCL6 positive. So there can be three possibilities. First is Burkitt's lymphoma. Remember, Burkitt's is Ki67 positive. It is the most rapidly growing tumor and it has starry sky appearance. You can remember that it is TCF3 and ID3 positive. TCF3 is T cell factor 3 and ID3 is inhibitor of DNA binding protein. You don't need to remember the full forms, but you can remember just the abbreviation. Then it is of African or endemic type and sporadic type. Remember, the African type is 100% associated with EBV and sporadic ileocecal involvement is there. Then the next possibility is diffuse large B-cell lymphoma. Remember, it is most common in the world and most common in immunocompromised. If these are the germinal center markers, if it is post-germinal, then it is MUM1 or IRF4 positive, that is interferon regulatory factor. Then let's talk about BCL2 positive and CD10 and 6 positive. So it will be follicular lymphoma. It is one of the previous year questions, and remember, it is most common in the West, and we will see the translocation 14 and 18. Remember, 14 codes for IGH and 18 codes for BCL2. It is also asked in one of the previous year exams. Then we'll talk about B cell lymphoma, which is CD5 positive. So there are two possibilities. It can be CD23 positive or CD23 negative. CD23 positive, we'll have B cell lymphocytic leukemia or small lymphocytic lymphoma. You'll be given the history of smudge cells and parachute cells, and the marker will be LEF1. Now CD23 negative will be mantle cell lymphoma and it will be cyclin D1 positive. If cyclin D1 is not positive, then it can be SOX11 positive. And you can remember this by mnemonic, like in summer a mental person will wear a socks and drive a bicycle. Then it has the translocation 11, 14, and 11 codes for cyclin D1. Then we have the next one, which is CD5 negative and CD23 negative, which will be marginal zone, marginal cell lymphomas, and they are CD43 positive, IRTA positive, and they are negative for the germinal cell markers, that is CT10 negative and BCL6 negative. Then we can have CD10 and TDT positive, that are B cell acute lymphocytic leukemias. So this is the flowchart and it covers all the important points which you can add to your notes. So that's all, and you can subscribe my Telegram channel for more updates. Link is in the description box. Thank you.